words a stage, and all men and women merely players. Hello everyone! Today we move on to a new field, that is drama. As Shakespeare compared world to a stage, people to players, Chinese has the similar expression, 人生如戏. Our lives are just like a drama. Obviously, both Western and Chinese cultures see the connection between drama and the real life. And that's also how the drama originated. As you know, drama in the West has a long history, which can be traced back to thousands of years ago. Indeed, the word drama derives from the Greek word dra, meaning to do or to perform. The origin of drama in the West started from ancient Greek, where is the cradle of Western civilization. Classical Greek drama developed from religious festivals that honored Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility. The occasions usually included dancing and singing that celebrated legends about Dionysus. From those choral songs developed stories of both Dionysus and mortal heroes. These heroes became the subject of playwrights whose works were produced in contests at the festivals. German philosopher Nietzsche explored the Western tragic spirit in his famous work, The Birth of Tragedy, and argued that the worship of Dionysus, who represented passion and chaos, and Apollo, who represented rationality and brightness, is actually the root of Greek drama. There are three most famous playwrights in Greek time: Sophocles, Aeschylus, and Euripides, whose works still attract the modern audience with the characters' psychological depth. When time goes to Renaissance, the greatest playwright the world has ever seen appeared in Great Britain. Shakespeare is undoubtedly the summit of drama. His vitality, compassion, and insights are evident in his broad range of characters, and his powerful use of the English language is still unsurpassable even after 400 years of his death. What Shakespeare contributed to the world are the vivid characters such as Hamlet, King Lear, Othello, and Macbeth, who are still living on stage.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Ben Jonson, his contemporary, rightly claimed that Shakespeare was not of an age, but for all time. Modern drama in the West inherits the heritage from Greece and Shakespeare, but with more touch on real life. Henrik Ibsen, Eugene Orwell, Oscar Wilde, and Bernard Shaw are the representative dramatists of this period. Their works are the mirror to reflect the social problems. For example, A Dollhouse, written by Ibsen, dramatizes the tensions of a 19th century middle-class marriage in which a wife struggles to step beyond the limited identity imposed on her by her husband and society. As time goes by, drama in the West is developing to another stage, postmodern drama, which is increasingly obscure and hard to be interpreted. Ireland dramatist Samuel Beckett is the leading playwright of this group. His Waiting for Godot just reveals a ridiculous world by the description of two homeless men waiting for a never-appearing Godot.
That passed the time?
It would have passed in any case.
Yes, but not so rapidly.
What'll we do now?
I don't know.
Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Oh, yes.
How they've changed.
Who?
Those two.
That's the idea. Let's make a little conversation.
Haven't they?
What?
Changed.
Very likely. They all change, only we can't.
Likely. It's certain. Didn't you see them?
I suppose I did, but I don't know them.
Yes, you do know them.
No, I don't know them.
We know them, I tell you. You forget everything. Unless they're not the same.
Why didn't they recognize us then?
That means nothing. I too pretended not to recognize them. And then nobody ever recognizes us.
Forget it. What we need... Oh!
It seems that drama in the West has become unfriendly to the audience. But like T.S. Eliot said, a play should give you something to think about. If you see a play and understand it the first time, it can be much good. From the Greek classics to the postmodern Godot, drama in the West really goes a long way before it's fully developed. Compared with the long history of Western drama, Chinese drama was not formed until the late 11th century in Song Dynasty. Unlike the religious festivals which fostered the first batch of Western dramas, Chinese drama was born out of the folk entertainment such as dancing, singing, and acrobats. Not until in Yuan Dynasty did Chinese drama reach its pinnacle. Guan Hanqing and Wang Shifu are the most outstanding playwrights of this period. The Injustice to Dou E is the story of how a young widow was wrongly executed for a murder she never committed. Wang Shifu won his everlasting reputation because of his masterpiece, The Romance of the Western Chamber. We are greatly touched by the true love between Zhang Shen and Cui Yingying, and feel great relief at seeing the couple got married in the end and lived happily ever after. Ming Dynasty is another period to see the prosperity of drama. The most talented, successful, and influential playwright of Ming Dynasty is Tang Xianzu. What Tang left behind is purely prevalent, which still has a great impact now. In this drama, Du Liniang died of love sickness after she met a young scholar Liu Mengmei in her dream and came alive when she gained Liu's love. In this masterpiece, Tang stresses passion against reason and morality. It's a great power of love that caused Li Liang's death and brought her back to life. In Qing Dynasty, various regional operas sprang up like mushrooms, and until the late 18th century did the mature Peking opera come on stage over the long period of blending and development. In the 20th century, drama in China was partly used as a weapon to fight against the Japanese invade and a tool to spread political ideas. Cao Yu and Lao She are the most prominent modern dramatists in China. The Thunderstorm is a tragedy disclosing the dark side of society, and the Tea House displays the development of China by the changes of a common tea house in Beijing. Contemporary dramas like A Riddle in Love has had the flavor of absurdity passed on from the West.
带着太阳光气息的衬衫，日复一日的梦想。
一切白的东西和你相比都变成黑墨水，而只谈情味。一切无趣的表述，因为说不出你的名字而绝望万分。你告诉我应该怎么办？你是聪明的、灵巧的、伶牙俐齿的、愚不可及的，我亲爱的，我的明明。
Now, Chinese drama is still in its developing process and tries to catch up with its Western counterpart. Now, here's the question. Why Chinese drama is like a toddler by the side of the grander Greek one? The answer may lie in the different geographic cultures. Western drama originated from Greek, which is a typical marine culture. Ancient Greek lived by the sea and experienced the turbulence of huge storm, which means they are more apt to worship gods with great power and trying to do all kinds of rituals to please them. That's the beginning of drama. While in China, the soil for gods is not so fertile since our agricultural culture is comparatively more pacific and stable, not so keen on worshipping alien gods, thus retarded the growth of drama as a form of arts. Chinese people sit up stage mainly to entertain themselves rather than entertain gods. So then resulted in the different development modes between Chinese and Western drama. Now, let's review this part by answering 3 questions. First, what's the origin and development of Western drama? Western drama originated from ancient Greek rituals to worship Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility, more than 2,000 years ago. Western drama witnessed 4 stages on its way of development: Ancient Greek, Renaissance period, modern, and postmodern. Western drama has a long history and is fully developed. Second question, what's the origin and development of Chinese drama? Chinese drama was born out of the folk entertainment as dancing and singing in Song Dynasty. It has relative short history and prospered in Yuan and Ming Dynasty. Modern drama as an art form is mainly borrowed from West and still on its way of development. Third question, what makes the differences? The differences of origin and the development of drama result from 2 different cultures. Marine culture, represented by ancient Greece, worship gods since people's life was threatened by the turbulent sea, and the religious rituals involved into drama. Chinese agricultural civilization lacks the religious soil, and drama is more likely a form of entertainment rather than a way to worship or instruct.